is Donyale, and you're here at a Live Heart Inspired Moment with me. Live Heart Inspired Moment with Donyale. I come from the village of helping build bridges across.com. Allow me to say to you, the many villagers, I love that word. It's intentional. A villager is more than a visitor. It's someone who has chosen to heart travel this journey with me, and that just means the world to me. So I want to say welcome. I want to say thank you. September is very special because this month is getting ready to close out a little bit, less than a week now. And we do a lot of things in the month of September. I do a lot of things. And some of the things that I do is reflection. I remind myself of the road that I've traveled to this date, all the things that meant, all the lessons involved in that. I think about where I am now. Where am I? Where am I? I think about the road that is before me tomorrow, and that includes all the days, the hopeful days ahead. I'm not in control of time. I'm not in control of what that means, but I am in control to know that's my intent, to be aware of what the road, that hopeful road, might mean. I'm inviting you in a very special way. For those of you who would come here on the YouTube channel, for those of you who are part of the social media village and you share and you communicate and you direct message. A lot of you guys, we talk all the time, really, just by direct messaging, sharing things that are going on in your life, and that's very endearing to me. But September now, for those of you who may not be aware of, is every year it kind of looks a little different. In terms of the why doesn't change, the intent of making gratitude contagious does not change. Infecting as many lives as possible, but sometimes the theme of what is shared does. It has a variation. So what I'm bringing to you today is that there is an ask. This is September awareness. Every year I intend to do this as long as I have breath. I intend to be elevating our village in some form or fashion. And this year is no different. This is September 2022. And I'm asking for many of you who have found value, are finding value, who have received something enough to share it, enough to communicate with me, enough to join the newsletter, which is awesome because we have a conversation that continues, and there's some more things coming. That's what's beautiful about September. It allows me to reflect on what else, how, and what, and where can I give my heart away more. It fulfills me. It's the reason that I do it. It's my way of taking the things that have changed and shifted my life and doing something with it, not allowing it to trap me in a box or to push me back, to take away my spirit in terms of my mental state or my physical or spiritual state. When things happen in your life along your journey, sometimes it can smother you. It can actually put you in a dark room and leave you there. And I just refuse to do that. I refuse to live in that box. Doesn't mean it's easy. Let me stress that part. No one said easy. No one said easy. So I'm coming to you. My name again is Donyale from the village of helping build bridges across.com, and this year is our September Awareness Month, and the only ask is that you come into September Awareness. You can find it on the main page. If you come into helping build bridges across.com, you can find it under the blog Journey HBBA. But this is the month that an action is asked. It's asked of you. There's only 3 options this year, so you can choose what option is best for you. But this is not a group effort. This is not a team effort. This is individually, each one of us deciding, what would I want to do? Donyale's asking of these 3 things, which one would fit my life best? Which one would benefit my life and others? Because it's not about me. It's a village. And so that's where I'm bringing to you today. I wanted to share this with you for the remainder of this month. I'm just putting it out now because the first part of the month was my time to reflect. It was my time to put a view before me of what matters now. What matters now? And where am I going? What do I want to do this day and the days ahead? And this is part of that. So thank you for heart sharing this journey. I always say that sometimes thank you just does not seem like enough, but it's all that I have to give in this moment, and so thank you. Be sure to get on the page. I have my blog I put out this month regarding September that is intentional. I put out a podcast September 7th, and now I'm sharing this video with you as we close this month out, September Awareness, and I'm asking for you. If this meant anything, I mean, if you're someone who felt like, hey, didn't get anything, it's okay. But if you found value, if you truly have connected with this heart, a kindred heart, then I'm asking to take an action. And you will find that on September Awareness on the website. It goes away after September 30th because that's the short time of this campaign where we as villagers elevate awareness of this village and the reason and the cause and all the things behind that. Because, dear friend, my heart in terms of my reflection is to build deeper, is to build wider. And that's going to come with many different activities and things and to do. But it's so imperative that seeds are sown. And seeds are part of the garden. It's planting and pulling weeds, and it's doing the things that we all have to do individually. And while we're together, sharing that core of gratitude and why that matters, it still requires work. It still requires work. So thank you. I'll be looking, and I want you to know that I acknowledge your efforts and the things that you do. It's not small. And I would say every single name that's here every day with me all the time in many ways, and I just don't do it because I don't have your permission to do it. But you know what? In the future, if you want or you feel comfortable, say, hey, Donyale, feel free to share the things I've shared with you, or feel free to do this or that. I will do it. I have no issue because I know your core. I know that together we are exercising gratitude, because gratitude allows us to rob regret. As I close out here for September, it's true, our lives changed in an instant when my husband was tragically killed in 2016. But you know what we didn't lose? I didn't lose things that I should have said. I didn't lose the things I should have done, because I lived every day with gratitude, even in bad places. Because bad places could be where you're just angry or irritated. But even in those places, I didn't say those things that I never said I was sorry for. And I never did those things that I just let linger. I just thought, I took a pause, you know. And so now the work for me is to do the same. To share that message, not about my life, my story, but about why those things are so important. There's stories every day on the news about people losing someone they loved unexpectedly. You know, no one promised us that tomorrow will look the same. So what does that mean? You know, you leave in your vehicle that morning and you don't come home. You know, there's so many ways that life can be lost. And that means so many different things to so many different people. So September is the real deal for me. It's a time, at least where I live, where we really reflect on seasons changing. Summer's closed. We're into fall. That means something to me. I'm going to close here. Again, this is Donyale, a Live Heart Inspired Moment. Thank you for being here. Thank you for traveling this distance with me. We have a long way to go. And as long as I have life, I have intent. And that intent is making gratitude contagious. Take care.